Hiya lovelies, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Linz. So today I am going to be doing just a small ham fillet here, if you can see that. This is just one I got from Lidl and it's 700 g one, and I'm going to be doing sort of like a roast type dinner in the Ninja. So let's get down and let's have a look what we're doing. So here we go. This is the little ham fillet. These were a great deal this week. There was like a coupon thing for them, and they're not the most expensive at the best of times. So I'm just going to take this out of the packaging. I've washed my hands just in case anybody's kind of freaking out. So basically I'm just going to pop that all in to the basket. Just going to go and wash my hands and I will be back in a second. Now, because ham can be quite salty at the best of times, I'm not going to be putting any extra salt or anything on this at the moment. We're just going to pop it straight into the Ninja. I'm going to turn it on, and today I'm going to be using the roast function. Now, I've never done one of these before, so it's trial and error. We'll see how it goes. So we'll use the roast. I'm going to bring that down to 170C. And I'm going to put the time at 20 minutes just to start with, and then we'll have a look and see what's going on. So we'll start that. Now I'm going to be doing some roast potatoes and some roast carrots. So I'm going to come down now and I'm going to prepare them all and put them into my trusty wee microwave bowl. And yeah, they're going to go into the microwave for 5 minutes with about 2 tablespoons of water in the bottom. So I'm going to get on with that and I'll see you in a sec. Now this has just had 5 minutes in the microwave, so we're going to have a quick look. And what I'm going to do is I just want to test some of them carrots, because carrots can be a bit funny when they're in the air fryer, lovely. So yeah, they're quite soft. So I'm going to go and drain the liquid out of these and then we'll show you what happens next. Now I've drained the liquid out of them and I'm going to let them just kind of steam off a little bit just over to one side, and then we'll dive into what we're going to be doing after. Now these have steamed off quite nicely, so I'm just going to be using a tiny little bit of vegetable oil, and let's see, I'm just going to sprinkle that over like that. Now I really like this stuff here. This is called aromat, but you can just use salt if you'd like. This I just find gives a little bit of extra crispiness, or some people even put a little bit of flour, toss everything in a little bit of flour, and it just gives that crispiness. So I'm going to say there's about a good heaped teaspoon, and I'm just going to add some black peppercorns as well. So this really is to taste. Now I'm going to put the lid back on. That's why I absolutely love this container. If you're here in Ireland, I do know that Mr. Price does these type of containers for the microwave. Now I'm just going to give it a good smash around, really. Look. Now that's everything really nicely coated. We're going to come up and we're going to go into drawer 2 with these. Just throw them in. There we go. Going to put it on roast number 2, roast, and I want that on 10 minutes to start with. Now the gammon here is nearly done. It's 20 minutes, so we're going to have a look at that. Oh, isn't that looking lovely? We're going to give it a good, we're not going to give it a good anything. We're going to flip it around. Hopefully. That ain't going to work. Now, put it back in. And I am just going to press 1 on this. It's still on the 170, and again I am going to give it 20 minutes. This one. So that's that, and we'll have a look in a minute. I'm also, where he is, I'm also doing a parsley sauce to go with this. Now it is a cheat. It's one of them ones you get like just in a container and you add milk. So I'll bring this over and I'll show you that when we're nearly there, when we're nearly ready for that. So yeah, it's looking good so far. I've just realised this wasn't recording, but in here I have a tablespoon of just normal honey and half a tablespoon of this English mustard. Just a cheap one. I do prefer Dijon, but I haven't got any in at the minute, and it's a tad expensive. I'm also going to add in a couple of grinds of black pepper. Now, lovelies, this is completely optional. This is just a little bit of a glaze that I'm going to be giving to the ham for its last, say, 5 or 10 minutes in there. As this is an experiment, I don't know if it's going to work, so fingers crossed. So they've just finished their 10 minutes and they're looking good, but we're going to give them a good shake. And they're going to go back in there on roast for another 10 minutes. Start that. Now I want to have a quick look at this gammon. It's still got another 6 minutes left, so I'm going to give it a quick poke and see what we're doing inside. Now right in the center there, we're only hitting 48 degrees Celsius, so that's got another good bit to go, but we'll see what it's like when it's finished its 6 minutes, and just keep fingers crossed. If not, we'll have to do a bit of a jiggery pokery. Hopefully you can see all right, lovelies, but into this pan here I am just going to be putting 3 heaped teaspoons of this very cheap in parsley sauce mix. I can make it from scratch, but I just can't be bothered. So 3 heaped teaspoons, 1, 2, 3. Really good, handy, probably cheaper as well. Right, we're going to put that on to max. These are amazing. They're in my Amazon link down below if you want them. So in there, and this is half a pint or 280 mils of cold milk. Now I'm using lactose-free milk for mine. I'm just going to give that a good whisk together. Now this is one of them things I think can tend to look a bit worse before it gets better. So what you want to do with this now is just bring it up to the boil. I'm surprised there's not a real sort of dusty smell coming off my cooker because I've not used it in so long. And I hope you can hear me okay over the top of everything going in the background. So, yeah, we're just going to leave that now and let it come to a boil, and then it's going to go down onto a really light simmer for about 2 or 3 minutes. Now the gammon's finished its cooking time, so we'll have a look. Now it looks fab, but we're going to have to stick it again. Now I know some people are probably screaming at the screen going, oh, why isn't she using the probe that comes with this machine? I think because I've tried it a couple of times and it's either burnt my food or undercooked it. So we are coming to a nice temperature there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out and find my, I'm going to take it out And I want to remove this. Oh, you can't see. What am I doing? Sorry guys. I'm going to remove this plasticky stuff that's kind of a protector around it, hopefully. Yeah, it's taking the fat off and everything. That's not great. Never mind. It might help if I use the knife right too. Oh Christ. But never mind. We'll get rid of all that fatty stuff and yeah. I don't advise you do that just in case you burn yourselves. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this marinade that I made, and I do have all them fancy brushes and stuff, but I'm not going to bother. And yeah, I am double dipping it because, you know, I don't know if you can see him in the back, probably hear him. My Rottweiler is doing weird stuff. So use all that. Get it all over there, smudge it in. Now I know this might seem like a bit of a strange combination between the parsley sauce I'm making, but trust me, it really does work. I don't know how. Well, saying that, it depends on your taste buds, doesn't it? So leave that like that. Plop it back in. And all that there. Just going to try and get as much of that stuff on top as I can. This is going to go back in now, and for this time I'm going to put it on air fry. Oh my gosh, I can't, never mind. Put it on back on air fry, and I'm going to, yeah, leave that at that, and I'm going to do that for, do you know what, I'm going to try 5 minutes for that, and we'll just see then what the temperature's looking like. In here is our veg, that is done. So my timings are completely off, but it'll be fine. It will stay nice and warm in there while I'm finishing off the parsley sauce, and hopefully this is finishing and I can finish the washing up. This is doing its cool now, so we'll have a look. It's looking like sizzling. Can you hear that? Yeah, sizzling. Let's check the temperature again. Oh, much better. Yeah, we're up to 71 now, which is technically, you know, great. It's safe to eat, but I just want to do it on the other side. Can you see? Yeah. Air fry, and I'm just going to do that for 3 minutes, and that'll be when I've got everything else dished up on plates. Now, have a quick look at the sauce bubbling away. Now I will say, just when you're starting to bring that to the boil, lovelies, don't leave it, keep stirring it, because I nearly had a disaster and I did have to add just a drop more milk. So that's that. Now I've got loads of fresh parsley growing, so I could add that in here as well, but I'm not going to today because, yeah, I'm running late with the times already. So meat's done. Take it out. Oh, it looks lovely. I wish you could smell this. It's really, really yummy smelling. Just want to give it a double check. Yeah, we're at 83 now inside, so that is absolutely perfect. So I am going to dish up and I'll be back in a second. That there is my roast gammon dinner with parsley sauce, and I must say it is looking and smelling absolutely amazing. I will say, as you've got from this video, my timings were very, very off. This particular one now, I think I'd probably cut it in half and sort of do it as 2 bits, because the size of it just took a bit too long for my liking. But I suppose we're just going to have to taste some and find out. Proper. Now, lovelies, hold on now. That'll teach me for putting such a big bit in my mouth. Anyway, if you've made it this far, I really, really appreciate you, and spending time with me in the kitchen means so, so much. It really does. Wherever you are, enjoy your day and take care.